right. So we have, yeah, I think this is the one to go with. All right. So I'm gonna go over to show you here, and I'll read it out loud here. So I went to ChatGPT right before I came on here. I said, "Hey, I have the day free, and I can do several hours of live streaming today towards my 10K minutes live goal." And then this is where y'all get to see inside my brain. However, I don't have anything in place to actually get people into the movement, which is the real goal. But today would be a great day to get additional minutes in. But I feel I have to focus on the real prize, which is figuring out the invitations that I'm making and getting people to come on with me, rather than just record my solo thought leadership alone every day live and make 10,000 minutes of solo content. That's not the goal. The 10K goal was to push me out of my comfort zone and to have me jump into motion. I don't want a challenge or a game to keep me from creating clients, but I also know that I learn a lot whenever I do one of these. Every minute is learning, and I can't hide by talking to you. I could I could just have some dead space and try texting people or typing to people while live, like do that work live, and then I sent it, right? Um, so I'm this is you're seeing like this is how I talk to to my AI here. And the what was really fun about this was one, just being able to express like the truth of what I was trying to get through, the part of where I was like stuck. But then it also gave me a really funny like response, right? And you can tell like I've asked for like like be my COO, be like, I've asked you to do certain things along the way. Um, but it came out with something that like, well, it's what you're seeing right now. It's like you can absolutely live stream for hours and stay focused on the real prize, bringing people into the movement and generating clients. The issue is not minutes versus client creation. It's the issues you're thinking of them as different activities. They are not. Today can be both a high throughput day of client creation and a huge push towards your 10K minutes if you simply change how you live stream. All right. So let's like, I'm going to go and read a little bit more of this here, but this is the way I want to live stream here. The way I want to do this is like, it's with us all together. Right. And so, right now what's happening is that it's changing my paradigm, right? It's changing my thoughts. I had given it an either or. Should I do this or do that? And what it's saying is that it's like, hey, I hear you with the either or, and like, check this out. What if we can do both at the same time? Now, that to me is something I love. I love these highly leveraged activities where it's where we find it like called the intersection, that we find the intersection of opportunity. I made that up there, by the way, but let's TM that. Let's make that into something here. I'll talk to like we'll add that team, keep that on the list for us to explore and dive more into later as an actual framework. But the intersection of opportunity and what that looks like for me, and I want to make sure I'm bringing this to you. I'm going to bring more of my what chat shared with me, but. Um, when I think about the intersection of opportunities, it's oftentimes we have one like multiple things that we're trying to get done. I need, yeah, I'll just keep it at that. Like, and but each of them have their own separate kind of their own separate silo. And where I like it's like one circle. I think about these like I think in concentric circles. So one circle is about let's say for me in this case thought leadership. Another circle is about helping my team be able to create repurposed content. Another circle is about learning more about both live streaming, learn more about live streaming. Another one about learning more about like leading a movement. There's another circle around actually bringing more people into the movement, just overall. And in particular, that ties back to having a an engine, so something that like continues to work, so that while I'm on the live stream, people from the movement are coming into the live stream. The live stream is more interactive than just me here. We have ways to continue to build out, and we're like actually doing the work in real time with real people. All right, let's leave that. Oh, and then the last circle is like, and then it has to make like has to fund. It has to be able to create revenue through this year. And the like that's really important. I'm going to be talking about creating revenue because I know a lot of really great outliers who are very impact driven, myself included, that just weren't making the money, and that almost took us out of the game altogether. And so you'll see, like, I'll keep it real with you about how things are going. Like you're seeing me in this is the montage. It's just very slow. It's just 10,000 minutes at a time while we're still going through the montage of it. So I brought up all these different things, and ultimately when I like what ChatGPT is doing and what's happening right now is that it's saying you're seeing all these different things as separate problems to go and solve. However, there's a solution out there that actually solves all of these problems all at once. All right. And let's see if we can find the solution that solves all the problems all at once and go with it. Now, the challenge with that, right? And so the way I'll look at it is like I'll just use two different of these intersections of opportunities. It's like yeah, let's say you had two of these circles. Think about a Venn diagram essentially. You have three different circles and then one of them in the middle where the overlap is, right? Imagine that now with seven different ideas, and that's it, right? And so what was coming from it was it ended up being it's basically saying, okay, what's the sliver? What would it take to be able to do both of these things at the same time? And so I'm going to go back into I'll go back into reading sharing more about what was going on with ChatGPT here, so you can get more into the insights there. But the idea here, and just before I do that, I want to ask you, like, where in your life have you put together separate tasks that need to get done, and where's the overlap? Where's the intersection of opportunity that you can find in it? Before I get back to it, there's one last thing I'm going to say. It's in the Chat GPT. I also called this out. The thing about it is that it's not that the option wasn't there. It's not like I didn't know it, but it required a different level of courage, right? I'm not comfortable right now showing you all what like actually having like a working day live. Like I'm like, that's not gonna be entertaining. That's not gonna be interesting. Like who wants to see me doing this? Like, what if I have dead time? I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I don't even know what the plan is. I'm just making this up in real time, knowing the direction that I need to go and having a lot of experiences in my toolkit to be able to help drive me forward. And so if you've ever had any of those kinds of experiences, like put it into the comments, let us know. This this is I'm just trying to do it in a real way. So I'll go back and read to you more about what chat had to say to me. So what it said was, so I came out and I was like, hey, look, I have the day free 10K minutes live goal is a thing, but I know that I can easily create content. But that's not what I want to do. I'm here to like bring people into the movement and really create from this space. And I don't have the engines in place yet to make that come to life. So should I focus on like doing more minutes toward my 10,000 minute goal, or should I come in and actually build out more of the client creation and the actual engine that supports it all, right? And when I think about an engine, just so you know, the language that I use engine. To me, it's different than a system. A system has inputs. You start somewhere, and then something happens, and then you get outputs. To me, an engine is you get a system. It starts somewhere, you get outputs, and those outputs then go into the next system that starts somewhere, and eventually it leads right back to where it begins, where it started in the first place, and it continues to churn with or without you, right? And so that's what's being built through these live streams here. It's not these like I'm not just doing like a live stream challenge. I'm actually building a whole interconnected ecosystem, or what I call engine, to take the things I'm doing live, take the experiences that I'm doing, and turn them into clients, relationships, thought leadership, clout, experiences, and beyond. Right. So that's what's happening underneath this. So chat came to me and said, you can absolutely live stream today for hours and stay focused on the real prize, bringing people into the movement and generating clients. The issue is not minutes versus client creations. The issue is that you think they are different activities. They are not. Today can be both a high throughput day of client creation and a huge push toward your 10K minutes if you simply change how you live stream. Here goes an example. All right. So the goal is not content. Your North Star for today is the goal is not content. The goal is invitations. And every minute live must support bringing someone into the group, inviting someone into the group, bringing someone on screen, doing live outreach, reviewing messages, making decisions publicly, creating proof, momentum, and energy that pulls people in. And I win today by doing the live work and sending invites and bringing people on and so forth. The minutes rack up automatically. And the real problem that I brought up is like, I don't have anything in place to get people into the movement. Like that is my actual issue. It's easier to get to the 10K minutes than it is to actually bring people into the minute and into the movement. And so it says like the translation, you haven't built your invite flow for the movement here. That's absolutely correct. I don't have the flow or the engine set up so that like people can come into the movement. There's little things that I have here. If you're watching this live, you can use a QR code on the screen to go join the movement here. We do things like when you do that, you can come join us like live on the show and beyond and meet the other outliers we put together. We have 450 people in that space. If you're listening, you can go to outliersedge.com/guild or just go to school.com/outlier. Like, why don't you say that? School.com/outlier. You can go to that and use that as a place. So I have mechanisms in place, but I haven't actually built the actual invite flow yet, and that's what like pulling up here. It's like that tension that you're feeling is because of that. So the live streaming feels like wasted time because there's no capture mechanism, no call to action, no pipeline attached. And the good news, we can build a functional version in 15 minutes and use it today. I love that, by the way. When I saw this, like we can build a functional version in 15 minutes, I was like, like maybe this huge thing that I had in my mind could be solved in 15. Like let's go for it. So here goes where it said here, and we're gonna I'm giving you all a little bit of the background, and then I'm gonna like dive into it. So it said, what we should do today, the exact plan: go live, but do it differently. Title it like "Building My Movement in Public." Live it invites, live outreach, live decisions, and then literally say on camera. And I'm gonna say this here: Hey, I'm building this in real time. If you want to be a part of the early Outliers Edge movement, comment the word Edge or DM me Edge, and I'll send you the invite. I like that, by the way. I will play with like, hey, if you're really feeling this here, like put a one in the comments or put an edge in the comments. I've never done that before, and I think I've seen other people do that. I like it's time to do that. Oh, and if you're watching right now, if you can, this is something that's actually really important for me. I don't know how comments work on this platform that I have. So if you can just leave a comment of anything, it could just be even just a letter. I need to make sure that I can actually see them because I am right now I'm not seeing anything, and that's I don't know. You might be sending me something. I just don't know. So if you can send me one of them, that would be really awesome. All right, cool.